Okay, so this afternoon we will be talking about exponential equation. Exponential equation are equations whose exponents are variables with the use of equal sign. So for example, we have 2 to the power of x, which is equal to 8. Now in solving exponential equation, first we need to express both sides of the equation as powers with the same base. Then, we need to solve the resulting equation by finding the value of x. So, let us start. Una natong buhaton. Okay. So, we need to determine the smallest number. Okay. Asa man ang mas gamay, 2 or 8. So, based from this presentation, mas gamay si 2 kaysa kang 8. So, therefore, si 2 ang atong himuon as base. So, we have 2 to the power of x, which is equal to 2. Now, mangita tag number na pag atong i-exponent ni 2 will become positive 8. Okay, so copy. So, we have 2 to the power of x is equal to, okay, so this one. Ngitag number that if we are going to raise to 2 will become 8. Now, this is 3. So, 2 to the power of 3 can be expressed as 2 times 2 times 2. Now, 2 times 2 is 4 times 2 is 8. So, therefore, 2 cube is just equal to 8. So, since pareha naman sila og base, itong buhaton sunod is bring down their exponent. So, we have x as the exponent of the expression in the left side and 3, positive 3 as the exponent of the expression on the right side. So, therefore, x is equal to positive 3. Now, if you are doubted if the value of your x is correct, so we can check that one by checking. So, let us check if our answer, if the value of x is correct. So, by applying substitution by using the given equation. Okay, so we are given by 2 to the power of x, which is equal to 8. Now, we already know that the value of our x is positive 3. So, substitute 3 to the to the x. Okay, so pulihan na to. So, 2 to the power of x, which is x is equal to 3, which is equal to 8. Now, as we all know that 2 cubed can be expressed as 2 times 2 times 2. Now, 2 times 2 is 4, times 2 is 8. So, therefore, 8 is equal to 8. Now, question, is 8 equal to 8 a true statement or false statement? Now, 8 is equal to 8 is a true statement. Therefore, the value of our x is correct. Okay? So, now let us proceed with the next example. Okay. So, number 2 example, how about if the given base or the given number is in a form of fraction? So, first na itong buhaton, we need to identify, okay, asa may mas gamay, si 2 or 16. So, mas gamay si 2, therefore, si 2 atong himuon nga base. So, copy, 2 to the power of x is equal to 1 over. Now, this given fraction, we need to convert this one. We need to transform this one into whole number by applying the negative law of exponent. Okay, so, but before that one, parehon sa nato sila og base. So, 2. So, 16, instead of writing 16, we need to write this one into 2. Then, we need to find a number nga pwede na to ibutang as exponent of 2 nga mo equal to 16. Now, ang number nga to ibutang diri ni 2 is naatay 4. Since 2 to the power of 4 can be expressed as 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. Now, 2 times 2 is 4, times 2 is 8, times 2 is 16. So, therefore, 2 to the power of 4 is just equal to 16. So, now, naanatay pareha og base. What we are going to do is, we need to get the reciprocal of 1 over 2 to the power of 4. Or, we need to transform this one into whole number by applying the negative exponent or the law of negative exponent. So, this will become 2 to the power of x is equal to 2 to the power of negative 4. So, why negative 4? This is based on the law of negative exponent. So, karon pareha na taog base. Atong buhaton, just bring down the exponent of each expression. So, x is equal to negative 4. So, if you are still doubted if the answer, if the value of our x is correct, then we need to check, okay, by applying the substitution process. Okay, so we have 2 to the power of x, which is equal to 1 over 16. Okay, so as we all know that the value of our x is negative 4, so we need to substitute negative 4 to the given equation. So 2 to the power of negative 4 is equal to 1 over 16. Now 2 to the power of 4. We already know that based on the law of exponent, that any number that raised to a negative exponent will be written in a fraction form, or we need to transform this one into fraction form. So this will become 1 over 2 to the power of 4, which is equal to 1 over 16. Okay, so we need to simplify this one, okay, to determine if this is equal to 1 over 16. Okay, so 2 to the power of 4. So right, 1 over 2 to the power of 4 is just equal to 16. Okay, so it's equal to 1 over 16. Now, is 16 over 16 equal to 1 over 16 is equal to 1 over 16? True or false? Yes, this is true. So since the statement, the checking is true, meaning to say the value of our x, which is negative 4, is also correct. Okay? Okay, so how about if the given example is written in a form of decimal? Okay, so unsa kay atong buhaton? So una natong buhaton, we need to convert decimal to fraction. Okay, so we need to convert this one into fraction form. So copy, this is 10 to the power of 2x is equal to, okay, count since from decimal point to the right. So this is tenths, hundredths, thousandths. Okay, so meaning to say natay 1 over 1,000. Okay, so 1,000. 1 over 1,000. So now this is now in a form of fraction. Okay, so we need to identify which of these numbers ang pinakagamay. Okay, so based from the presentation, 10 is the smallest number. So therefore, 10 will be our base. So 10 to the power of 2x is equal to 1 over 10. Now, kung sa number atong himong exponent ni 10 to make it 1,000. Okay, so this is positive 3. Okay, so 10 cubed or 10 to the power of 3 can be expressed as 10 times 10 times 10. Now 10 times 10 is 100, times 10 is 1,000. Okay, so this will become 10 to the power of 2x is equal to 1 over 10 to the power of 3. Okay, delete na. So, copy, this will become 2 to the power, 10 to the power of 2x. Now, this given fraction, we need to rewrite this one, we need to transform this one into whole number by applying negative exponent. Okay, law of negative exponent. Okay, so, from positive, if we are going to get the reciprocal of this one, this will become 10 to the power of negative 3. Okay, so now, pariha na taog base. Okay, same base na ta. What we are going to do next is bring down their exponents. Okay, so we have 2 to the power 2x as the exponent of 10, then negative 3 as the exponent of 10 on the right side. Okay, then after this one, we need to find the value of x or solve the resulting equation by finding the value of x. Now, based from this presentation, ang atong buhaton this time is, okay, ang atong buhaton next is find the value of x by applying this division property of equality or the multiplicative inverse of 2. Okay, so or divide both side by positive 2. Okay, so 2x divided by 2 is x. Okay, then negative 3 divided by 2 is negative 3 over 2. Okay, so now this is now the value of, okay, the value of our x, which is negative 3 over 2. Okay, so to determine if our answer is correct, we need to apply checking. Okay, so let us check if our answer is correct. Now we're given by 10 to the power of 2x which is equal to 0.001 or 1,000. Now, we already know that the value of our x is negative 3 halves. So 10 to the power of 2 times negative 3 halves is equal to 0.001 or 1,000. Now, we need to express their exponent. We need to simplify the exponent. So 10 to the power of 2 times negative 3, that is negative 6, divided by 2 is negative 3 is equal to 0.001. Now, 10 to the power of negative 3, that is based on the negative law of exponent. Any number that raised to a negative exponent would be written in a reciprocal form or in a fraction form. So, this will become 1 over 10 to the power of 3, which is equal to 0.001. Now, 1 over 10 cube, if we are going to express this one, this will become, okay, so 1 over 1,000, which is also equal to 0.01. Now, 1 over 1,000, if we are to convert this one in decimal form, this will result into 0.001 or 1,000 is equal to 1,000. So therefore, 1,000 is equal to 1,000. Then, this statement is true and the value of our x is correct. Okay, so let us proceed. Next example is 1/2 to the power of x is equal to 64. Okay, so first things first, we need to convert the given fraction into whole number by applying the negative exponent or the law of negative exponent. So from fraction, mahimo siyang whole number, then the exponent of this one will become negative. So negative 2 to the power of negative 1 to the power of x, which is equal to 64. Okay? Then next is based from the power of a power law of exponent. So this is 2 to the power of negative 1 to the power of x. So exponent to another exponent. So we can express it, we can simplify this one. Okay, mahimo siyang 2 to the power of negative 1 times x, that is negative x. So therefore, we have 2 to the power of negative x, which is equal to 64. Now, atong parihaon ang iyang base. That is the first purpose. That is the first step. We need to express both sides of the equation as powers with the same base. So, tanawon na to, as may mas gamay, si 2 or 64? Of course, si 2. So now, 2 will be our base. Okay. Next to this one, mangita tag number that if we are going to raise to 2 will become 64. Okay, so in that case, our exponent will be 6. 2 to the power of 6. Now, what is 2 to the power of 6? 2 times 2, that is 4, times 2, that is 8, times 2, that is 16, times 2, that is 32, times 2, that is 64. Meaning to say, ang exponent diriya nag-indicates if how many times that we are going to multiply 2 by itself. Okay? So, therefore, pareha na sila og base. Atong buhaton, okay, bring down their exponents. So, negative x is equal to positive 6. Since we are tasked to find the value of positive 6, then at positive x, then we are given negative x. What we are going to apply division property of equality by dividing both sides by negative 1. Negative 1. Why negative 1? Negative x. So, a variable always contains constant number, which is 1. So, negative x divided by negative 1, that is positive x. That is based on the rule of integer. Negative divided by negative, that is positive, which is equal to 6 divided by negative 1. Or positive divided by negative, that is negative. 6 divided by 1, that is 6. So, that is negative 6. So, therefore, the value of our x is negative 6. Okay? So, that is now in solving for the value of x in the given exponential equation. Okay. Next to this one, how about if our base are all fractions? Okay. So kung fractions sila tanan unsaon man nato. So una, since tanaw nato asa man ang na-express na siya. Okay. Gamay kaayo nga number. Okay. Gagmay number. So natay 2 and 3. So this is now the smallest. 2 and 3. So this will be our base. Okay? So we have, so copy 2 over 3 to the power of x minus 1. Then, we need to express 9 in an exponential form. Okay, and also 4. So, 9 can be written as 3 to the power of 2. And 4 can be written as 2 to the power of 2. Okay, next to this one, since hapit naman, okay, rewrite 2/3 to the power of x minus 1. Then, get the reciprocal of this fraction. Okay, pag kuha na tong reciprocal, of course, atong ibalyo. Si denominator mahimong numerator, si numerator mahimong denominator. And the sign of their exponent kay mag-change. From positive, mahimong negative. So this will become 2 to the power of negative 2 and 3 to the power of negative 2. Okay, in this case, since parehas sila og exponent, that is based on fraction of quotient. Okay, so that is the law of exponent. That is one of the law of exponent. Nga kung pareha gani daw kuno sila exponent, ato siyang ipagawas. So 2 over 3 to the power of x minus 1 is equal to 2 over 3 to the power of negative 2. Okay, so that is based on the fraction of quotient. Okay, so next to this one, pareha na sila. Okay, bring down the resulting equation. So this will become x minus 1 is equal to negative 2. Okay, so apply addition property of equality. So we have x minus 1 plus 1 is equal to negative 2 plus 1. So nag-add ta og 1, okay, para mawala atong goal, mawala si negative 1 diri nga part. Okay, mahimo sirang 0 or makancel nato. So to cancel this one, we need to apply addition property of equality para from negative pagbalin sa pikas that will become positive. Okay, so 1 minus 1 is 0. So ang nabilin sa pikas na to is x is equal to negative 2 plus 1. So now we can apply the rule of integer. Negative 2 plus 1. So asa may mas dako? Is it 2. So copy the sign of the bigger number, then proceed to subtraction. Okay, copy the sign rather. Copy the sign of the bigger number, then proceed to subtraction. So negative 2 minus 1, that is 1. So therefore, the value of our x is equal to negative 1. Okay? Okay, again, exponential equation are equations whose exponent are variables. Okay, so that would be all for this afternoon. Okay, that would be all for our video. I hope this video is helpful to your studies. God bless.